Today we have a special treat. This is the BMW X6 M Edition with one of the most stunning coats of paint on a car you will see. This beautiful green color, hey, what's up, is absolutely stunning. This is the M Competition. It's one of the fastest, most luxurious cars on our lot, filled with every possible feature you could want. Plus, it is absolutely wicked quick. Sounds nasty. Let's get inside it. I'll show you around, and then we'll get it on the road for a test drive. All right, so here we are in this cockpit, and man, it's elegant. If you take a look around, this is one of the most gorgeous cockpits you will see in any car. And of course, we've got these beautiful two-tone seats, bloody guts and everything. You've got the X6M logo, which is actually lighting up for you. You even have these beautiful accents all over the doors here. You have this beautiful little LED accent for the M. We're gonna go over so many features though. Let's start with the door. Of course, you have this nice little handle with this beautiful, I'll open the door so you can see it a little bit better, Bauer & Wilkins surround sound speaker here. And here, it's a gorgeous looking, beautiful thing speaker, and then this nice wood accent here. Plus up here we've got our memory seats, we have our trunk button, and we have our massage seats. Press that and you're going to be getting a massage in no time. Then if we come back into the car, there's a whole bunch of features to go over here. Even on the steering wheel there are features galore. If you come over here, we have our steering wheel controls, as you can see. We have our M button up here though. This is gonna put you in M track mode. Then we have our M2 up here. You can actually see what they do here. You can see on here, you see M1, M2. Over here, you can actually see what it's doing. We're putting it in Sport, Sport Plus, and then Sport Plus raises to the top. We're gonna go over this whole thing in a minute, but for now, let's just keep it over here. This is our digital, what's it called? Digital gauge cluster. I really love this elegant look. It's pretty clean and sporty. It's so angular. I really like it. And then if we come down over here, we have our infotainment system. Of course, we're going to go through a lot of features on here, but let's come down here. So this right here is something very interesting. This is, of course, our gear selector, but it's not traditional gear selector where you're going to pull back or push up. You can do that, but that's actually for shifting. So you do have these gigantic paddle shifters, as you can see, they come all the way down here, that are locked to the steering wheel. You have one here, or you can shift using this by just pulling down. But the interesting thing about this shifter is that you have the park button here, but as you can see here, this is going to be showing you how to park or drive or reverse this car. So if you pull the shifter over, now we're in neutral. If you pull the shifter over and then push up, now we're in reverse. And when you're in reverse, you have these beautiful backup cameras that get activated. We're gonna go over that in a minute. But if we come back here, then if we pull down, it'll go back to reverse. If we go over, then we're in drive. So once you're in drive, you can see it pop up on the gadgets here. We have drive. If I push over one more time, now we can shift. So we can just be pushing that just to be driving, push it to shift into manual mode. Then over here, we have a ton of different little buttons. We have our traction control. We have our engine start stop, which I actually want to give you a demonstration of how it sounds really quick. Let's do that. Woo! Meaty, nasty. Then we have our M mode. We have our setup, which will just be set up on, of course, here. The M mode is similar to what it will do here, but it actually pops up here so you can see exactly what you're doing. So if you push M mode, you can actually go into different drive modes, and if you push it one more time, then we have this setup, which is one of the craziest things that you can get in a car. It's actually going to allow you to change all of these features to how you'd like it. So if you want to really push it, if you want to drive fast, you can change the engine into Sport Plus, Sport, or Efficient. You can change the chassis into one of those as well. Steering, brake, you can change everything how you want this car to drive. It's actually insane. So you can actually configure it based on, again, these M modes. So if we go as it's already been configured by the owner of this car previously, but you can actually go and configure. If I push M1, then we're going to have this. If I push M2, then we can have this configuration right here. So you can change the configuration based on how you want this car to drive, and then be able to switch to each of those configurations just with the steering wheel. It's an incredible and insane feature, truly. But right now, we just need it in comfort and efficiency. I don't need nothing crazy. We're just on a basic road here. Let's go to home, though. There's a handful of features I want to point out. Really simple, but on the home, we have our navigation system. Of course, we have this, again, the setup for the actual steering. This is where things are a little bit convoluted for me. I don't love this. As you can see down here, we don't actually have automatic climate control or any controls here besides forward, back, and then your volume, and then your defrosters and your hazards. That's it right here. So if you want to control the climate, it's actually just this button. So you'll push this button, and if you click on it, then it will bring up the heated seats, the cooled seats, and the heated steering wheel. So you can do all that there. But for me, I just really wish I would have a more dedicated, like I push it up, I swipe up, and I can move the climate control a little bit. I don't love just the button. I don't know. I don't love it. I would prefer a tactile button. I'd prefer a slider, but it's still very cool. And then over here, of course, you have the same features here. You can hit that for your climate, or for your seat, excuse me. And then if we go hit home again, I wanted to hit this. I wanted to hit this little apps icon. I don't know what it's called, but it brings up a whole ton of these apps that you can actually download straight onto your car. You have Alexa that you can put on this car. You have the BMW Assist, the automate habits of the car. You have climate control. You can actually get a full dedicated menu, which again, I don't love them burying it in a menu like this, but this will give you a much more detailed look at the climate control. You can set it to however you want, low, medium, high, whatever. Come on, move out of the way. You can set it to auto here, max AC. So you can do a lot of that there. And then you can set individual settings, which is really cool. I wish that it wasn't so buried in these menus, but you can actually have driver settings. As you can see, you can heat the armrest in the seat. That's insane. That's actually insane. Then you have your automatic heat, automatic cool, automatic steering wheel. You can set all of this to do automatically for you. So you don't even have to think about doing climate control if you don't want to. And then you can do it for the second row. You can do it for the driver. You can do it for the passenger. You can do it for anybody. Or you can just do it how I like to do it, which is just having a nice display here. But I really love this feature. I wish this was in more cars, actually. You can actually set a plan based on how you want your car to be preconditioned. So you can have a departure plan, which you set up. At a certain time, you'll have the car just pop on, as you can see. Based on the time that's set here, you can actually set, let's say, 12 a.m. is when I'm leaving my house. You say, boom, that's my departure time, 12 a.m., or you can change it to wherever you want. We'll say 7 a.m. So once you set your 7 a.m. departure plan, it will actually turn on at 7 a.m. and start warming or cooling the car for you whenever you want it to, or you can set it regularly. So you can have a departure plan for, let's say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that will be queued up. Then you can have this departure plan, which will be different. We'll do Sunday and Monday will be slightly different, and we can change the time here. It's crazy that you can do this. Boom. So now I have two departure plans. We have a one-off at 7 a.m. We have a regular at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and a regular at Sunday and Monday, which is insane. So you can change all those features there if you want. I think it's a really cool feature. For the remote engine start, you just have to hit this button 3 times, as you can see. It's not on your phone. I believe BMW does have an app where you can do that, but you can do it on your key as well. So let's go back to the apps. I suppose I should just hit that. Again, we have so many of these different little buttons that we can go through, but there's so many to do in so little time. But let's go to, there was one up here that I wanted to point out, and it is the driving settings. I was going to say exterior lighting, but it's actually driving settings. So we have these 3 different settings. We have setup, we have chassis, we have driver assistance. Let's go to driver assistance. Driver assistance is where, while you're driving or while you're parking or wherever you are, when you're driving the car, these are going to be very, very helpful. We have our forward collision mitigation. So this is actually going to be a warning with a brake. So if you're driving and somebody is in front of you or cuts you off, it's actually going to warn you that you have a collision coming up. It'll usually pop up right here. It'll say collision, collision, and then it will actually brake for you to avoid that collision. And you can change that if you want it to be a certain way. So if you want it to be normal, you hit medium. or if you want it to be really early. If you're coming up on a car and you want the car to brake early for you, you can set that as well. Then here, lane departure warning. Some people don't like, and as you can see, it's turned off right now. Some people really don't love the lane departure warning, which, as you can see from this diagram, is about exactly what you think it is. If you're leaving your if you're leaving your lane and maybe the car thinks that, hey, you need a little alert, that's what this will be. So expanded is actually going to be when you're leaving the lane above 40 miles an hour, this will actually alert you. And then you can do it in dangerous situations. So if you're leaving your lane, and as you can see, it describes it here, if you're leaving your lane above 40 and you risk a collision, then it will alert you. And then you can also turn on steering intervention. So if you're really leaving your lane and you're not doing anything and you're sitting there and just holding it straight, looking at your phone or something, the car will actually steer to avoid whatever it is that you're about to run into. But you have so many little things. You also have a drive recorder, which is going to help you if you get in an accident or you need a dash cam footage. That's right there. There's so many little things that we could go over that I'm not going to today, that I just simply don't have time to, because we want this video to be under, an hour. But let's get this out on the road now. Let's show you how it drives, how it handles, how it sounds, and we'll see if you love it as much as I do, because I really love it. I mean, it's kind of difficult not to love a car like this. I think it's perfect for everybody in the sense that it is a fast car, it's a beautiful car, it's an SUV, it has room for 5. I mean, what more could you want? And you can get a massage while you go. So let's get it out on the road. Let's put this in to drive here with this kind of straight gear shifter, and let's not hit the curb with these nice, beautiful tires. Ooh, man, that just accelerates so smoothly, and it sounds so nasty. Ooh, my goodness gracious. Woo! Man, it just sounds so nasty. I'm only going 30 miles an hour, and it just sounds insane. Like, this car just gets moving, and it's fast, and it's comfortable. I love it. I think this car is fantastic. Obviously, it's not going to be in everyone's price range, but if you can afford this car and you love it as much as I do, I think this is a perfect buy for just about everybody. It's gorgeous inside and out. It's got that green color outside. It's got this beautiful red color inside. It's just that kind of car, and man, it really launches. Woo! Yeah, come check it out at INFINITI of Albuquerque, or we'll have it shipped straight to your house.